We got 1, 2, 3, 4, a bunch of big things coming up here in the next week. I've got that list, and what's on that list? Financial events that are going to move the crypto market. The latest on the government shutdown. Hey, they should stay shut down because we're moving to the green while these losers are messing it up. Bitcoin, gold, XRP, something you need to hear. That along with...
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
Along with Bitcoin, gold, and crypto rising as liquidity keeps flowing in. For real, the government should stay shut down for a bunch longer. Now, before we get into that, like the green up on the screen and the green in my background, you liking the optimism I'm bringing you this Monday? You, the viewer, matter most. That's why I share your comments at the beginning of every video. Now, 0935 says more algorithm because more should hear about you. Well, thank you, Now. I greatly appreciate that. R. Schmidt says, happy Monday. Bright, shiny day. Yes, it is. Third video today. Why? Because there's a lot of news. A bunch of big events are coming up. Ooh, I got them right here. And, I'm going to share them with you. Where? In the description down below. Starter Earth says, love your channel. But now love that you're also not a one-trick pony. 3-Eye Atlas is not a common indeed. Use your discernment and it becomes obvious. Love seeing this little nugget featured on the channel. I bring a little news in, like the pigeon hunting season action. Heat map, 125,246. That's Bitcoin. ETH is 46.91 XP at the $3 mark, while BNB is melting faces at 12.22. Sol at 2.33, while H-bar is hanging out at the 23-cent mark. XLM fans, 40.87. Altcoin season, where we at? 62 out of 100. Volume is nearing $200 billion. The markets are absolutely roaring. Liquidity pouring in. Why? Players are looking at crypto as the escape for government stupidity. And what if I told you this government stupidity was going to last longer? You're like, how much longer? Look at this. 73% of the people playing this right now are saying that the shutdown is going to last past October 15th. This is on Polymarket. 22% of people say between the 10th to the 14th. Okay. 6th to the 9th only has 4%. Why are people saying that? Because the White House says no shutdown-related layoffs yet, but warns they could come. Well, they're saying that because Trump came out and said fired. The White House on Monday backed off President Trump's assertion that the U.S. government employees were being laid off right now due to the shutdown, but warned that job losses could result if Congress does not restore federal funding. In the shutdown's sixth day, the Trump administration continued to raise the specter of mass firings, though none appeared to be forthcoming. Previous shutdowns have not forced the government to fire any workers, though hundreds of thousands are typically told not to work. So what's happening right now is you've got the White House, specifically Trump, saying, look, we're going to fire your ass if stuff doesn't get done. And the White House comes out and says, look, we really need to come up with a resolution here because we don't want to fire anyone. The Republican version of their stopgap funding bill would fund federal agencies through November 21st. So you know what that means? That means come November 21st, we can play what game again? Crypto in the green, because crypto is being used as a hedge against government stupidity. So again, let the government be stupid on November what, everyone? November 21st. Again, these articles are linked down below. Because guess what? Government shutdowns means green on the screen. Bitcoin and gold rise together. We talked about this, right? But did we talk about gold? Oh, look at that. Looky. That is something. We're gonna look at this, and we're gonna look at the 3 month and go, oh shit, things have really roared in the 3 month, and things have really roared in the year. But the biggest candlestick for gold in near term has come from what, everyone? Shut down with the government. Gold is absolutely roaring. Bitcoin touched all-time highs earlier. Now we're at 125,000, and the market's like, oh, I'm so tired. This is just so boring. No, it's not. It's freaking awesome. The markets have liquidity flowing in even though we have governmental problems. Now, what are those big events I was telling you about? And then we'll talk XRP price action. Why? Well, not just this, but because of, yeah, that right there. But let's first get into the big events. All right. All this week, check this out. Tuesday the 17th, Atlanta Fed person talks. Minneapolis for person talks. It's on the 7th. My bad if I said the 17th. Wednesday the 8th, St. Louis Fed. All right, then the minutes of the September meeting come out on Wednesday too. Now, hold up. You got 3 more Fed people speaking on Wednesday. So again, these are the people that move the markets. Thursday, Jerome Powell chimes in at 8:30. Then the jobless report is at 8:30. And we've seen, okay, and these are Eastern time, okay? We've seen the jobless report recently weighing more. Why? Because maybe Jerome did overcook the turkey. Maybe people are planning mass layoffs on the private side, not the government sector side, but the private side. Why? Because rates have been too high. Friday, more people from the Fed talking. Consumer sentiment, yeah, that's something we're going to have to pay attention to. And then next week, you got more people from the Fed. CPI data is coming in, and Beige Book coming in on the 15th. So, we got a bunch of stuff coming up. Oh, you think we're done? No, we're not done yet. I told you there were a bunch of them. PPI comes in at 8:30 on the 16th, remember, Eastern time. You got housing stuff coming up, which we know that market's roast AF, and a bunch more Fed people talking on Thursday the 16th. So you got a lot going on, and the best part about it is, look, XRP making a move from its lows during this government shutdown as well. Is the move as juicy as we've seen Bitcoin and gold? No, I mean, that's gold's chart for the year. Want to see XRP's chart for the year? Well, you got that pretty much up on the screen right now. Yeah, they both look good, but gold looks like just a straight on line going up. No major corrections here. XRP's had some major corrections, but has come back stronger every time. And think about that. This move right here was on the optimism of pro-crypto people getting hired. Then we had to move up based on what? Regs, stablecoin regs. Now we got a little bit of a 3-time bottom. Check it out, right around the 270 mark. Yeah, look at that, right? So we know the zones that XRP is playing in. We got more juicy info to come. XRP's freaking volume right now is 6.1 billion. Yeah, on a Monday. That's actually not bad, considering even through the weekend it was remaining fairly strong. Bitcoin, gold, roaring. Polymarket says we're going to stay closed for longer. Well, it's good because all of our favorites keep going up in value. And over the next week plus, we have a shit ton. Yeah, there's a quantitative describer for you. A shit ton of Fed people coming out. CPI, PPI, Beige Book, a bunch of big things. And don't forget, everyone, at the end of the month, rate cuts. So government shutdown, maybe putting a little bit of a wrinkle in things, but it's putting some green up on the screen, and it's making some of our favorite assets outside of crypto roar too. And let's be real here, XRP at $3, I don't think too many people are upset about. But XRP after we get Regaronis, I don't think anyone's going to be upset about that. So y'all think we're going to be shut down till the 15th of October or later? Because, whoa, 74% of people in Polymarket are thinking so. And there's $1.5 million just in that pool alone. The overall pool for this one is over $2 million, closer to $2.4 million. So people are in on this action. And we're on the crypto action. The only problem with the shutdown is, again, who suffers on this? You and I. And what else does it do? It delays the regs. Yeah, because the people that do the regs are the same people that are now worried about the shutdown. And these idiots are all blah, 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 and blabbing back and forth and screwing us over up on the hill. So, By the way, earlier, 10 to 15 billion lost by GDP every week due to government shutdown. Yay, government, you ain't getting that money back. But you know what? That's okay. Because, see, crypto is being used as a hedge, and we're even seeing the altcoins show some positivity here during this move as well. Yeah, we figured gold obviously would. Yeah, we thought Bitcoin would. But the alts too, that just shows you that the market is maturing. And this is maturing before we get regs, before we get all those massive wave of ETFs, and before we get even more rate cuts, of which Jerome's going to have to do, because guess what? The job market's kind of effed. Now, XRP floating around that $3 mark. We call it the friend zone right now, but it's a lot better friend zone than we saw at the $2 marker. Heck, even a year ago, we were only talking like 50, 60 cent XRP. So I get it. We're not roaring like BNB or BTC, but XRP will have its day. When? Well, when we get the regs and when we get the ETFs. So government shutdown pumps our price, but delays regs. But we went up during the shutdown, and we'll go up during regs. Oh, okay, win-win. Choo-choo what? Well, you know the deal, everyone. Choo-choo bitches.